Did you know Deloitte just got caught for using AI to generate a government report? And now they are facing serious backlash for it. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today's story is all about Deloitte, one of the largest consulting firm in the world, and how they landed into this huge mess for using AI to generate a government report. Now, this isn't about a company experimenting with the new tech. It's about how even a billion-dollar company can trust AI a little too much to mess things up. The craziest part? Nobody knew what's happening around until it was out there in public. So what actually happened? The Australian government, specifically the Department of Employment and Workplace Relations, DEWR, hired Deloitte to prepare an independent assurance review of something called the Targeted Compliance Framework, TCF. The TCF is the system used by government to monitor and enforce welfare compliance. Basically, how job seekers receiving welfare payments are expected to meet certain obligations, like attending appointments, reporting income, and looking for work. The project was reportedly worth 440,000 Australian dollars, which is close to 2.4 crores in Indian rupees. And Deloitte's work was to understand how good the system is and what are the ways to improve this and make it more transparent. But when the reports came, something didn't add up. Officials and even academics who read it noticed weird phrasing, questionable citations, and references that literally led nowhere. Turns out, large chunk of this report was actually written using generative AI model, specifically Microsoft Azure's OpenAI GPT-4o model. And not just written, some of the information was totally fabricated. We are talking fake references, made up quotes, and even citations to books and legal cases that don't exist at all. The report looked sleek and professional, but underneath, it was just a AI-generated fiction. When the law researcher named Dr. Christopher Rudge spotted the fake citations, he raised an alarm. Soon after, the government reviewed the report, and Deloitte had to correct it. And they even refused the final payment as form of accountability. So, how did this all happen? How does something like this happen at a company which is supposed to have full of experts? According to some insiders, Deloitte staff used AI to speed up the writing process. Now, using AI to draft something or summarize isn't a bad thing if you fact-check everything after. But in this case, that part never happened. And that opened the door to AI hallucinations, where AI confidently generates information that sounds right but isn't real. In entertainment, this could be fine. But at government work, this is a disaster, isn't it? So, why did they do this in the first place? The reason is simple: pressure. Firms like Deloitte handle massive workloads and tight deadlines. AI feels like a shortcut. It can summarize, analyze, and write reports in minutes. But here's the problem. When you rely on it too much, you start skipping the most important steps: human review. It's that classic trap of trying to look efficient rather than being accurate. And in this case, it costed them their credibility. Once the truth came out, Deloitte had to go into full damage control mode. They publicly apologized, admitted AI was used without proper verification, and said they are reviewing how their teams use generative tools in the future. They also updated the report with a clear disclosure that AI tools, including Azure OpenAI GPT-4o, were used in parts of the document. The Australian government weren't happy either. They revised and re-uploaded the report, called the earlier version misleading, and demanded a full internal investigation. While officials later clarified that the core findings of the report remained valid, the incident still embraced everyone involved. And for Deloitte, the company that literally sells responsible AI consulting for its clients, it was a massive hit for their reputation. Because when a brand built on trust gets caught reporting fake data, it's not just embracing, it's dangerous. But this isn't just about Deloitte. It's a wake-up call for all of us. Governments, companies, or even small creators like us. AI isn't magic. It can create content that looks legit. But if you don't know what's real and what's not, it can spiral fast. That's why so many countries, including Australia, is now pushing for AI transparency laws. Which means if you have used AI to generate something, you have to disclose that. Especially in legal, medical, or government reports where accuracy is everything. And honestly, it makes sense. If we can't trust the information that we're reading, then what's the point of using the technology in the first place? So what does this all mean? What's the future? For professionals, it's a reminder AI is a tool, not a substitute for actual work. For companies, it's a warning. If you use it without disclosure, you are risking your reputation. And for governments, it's a clear message. Regulation isn't just an option anymore. It's a necessity. Because as AI is getting better every day, the line between what's real and what's generated is getting thinner and thinner every single day. And unless we set a boundary right now, we will keep hearing such things happening every now and then. So yeah, Deloitte's story isn't just about one company messing up. It's about where we all are heading to. Fast, exciting, but a bit reckless too. So what do you think? Should companies be punished for using AI without saying it? Or is this a part of growing pains of innovation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this interesting, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.